was Tempesta's 5th day on Islas de Libertad. A few of the decently sized fleets had arrived on the islands, and the crew of the vengeful Queen Fleet welcomed them with open arms. Tempesta, however, cared little for the commotion taking place at the harbor. After spending the last 4 days searching all the islets, Dolphin had reached a conclusion. There was not even a single mind-blowing treasure on any of the over 200 islets. The group was disappointed, but settled for the islet with the largest size and most extensive ruins. They picked this islet and named it Tempesta Islands. Following this, they got in touch with Anne's crew and invited them to search through the comparatively large ruins together. Oh, it's really good. There's a super duper cool treasure hidden in the third islet's lighthouse. Agreed. Well, the islands are nice. It's also awfully dark and gloomy here. That really brings down the mood. So if we don't find any treasure, we at least around the lighthouse for a morale boost. Let's go! They arrived at the Great Lighthouse on the third islet. They were greeted by a member of Anne's crew whom they hadn't met. Nice to meet you. I'm Adventure, a member of the Vengeful Queen Fleet. I'll be leading you to the lighthouse. Top of the hour to you, Adventure. How come we didn't meet sooner? Because I've been searching the islands this whole time while setting up a new safe house. So I'm done with that now. I finally got the privilege of adventuring with you all. Wait, 5 whole days setting up a safe house? Did you find this island 3 months ago? We're doing that the whole time. Sure they're not cooped up in a shelter or something? I was. Yes, our world's a dangerous place. So you're afraid of danger. You want to come along this adventure into the ruins. That's right. Can't find any new safe houses if you don't venture out. Staying in one place for too long is also dangerous. That's just me playing Left 4 Dead. I guess you see the logic in that. You need the treasure map to open its lighthouse defense's walls, so stick close to me. We were passed through several bulky gates and finally arrived at the base of the lighthouse. I'm not sure how you plan to climb up this lighthouse. There's no entrance way. Holding up the treasure map is a whole lot of nothing. Anne said we should look around and see if there's any other way inside. Ooh, gotcha. Let's see here. Looks to be over 600 feet tall. Yeah, no entrance on the surface from what I can tell. The doors don't have any windows. Exterior is smooth as glass, but maybe... Nope, no way of climbing that. Dolphin, have you found anything? I know we're not supposed to destroy the ruins, but listen. If you led me to a cannon, shot me to the top of the lighthouse, then I dropped a rope for you to climb. Wouldn't that get us inside? Dolphin's just playing Sea of Thieves. Stone me! That's genius! I'll go look for a cannon. Then I'll fetch a rope. What? Bell ringing. Someone sound an alarm? Oh no, I knew this would be dangerous. You can lay out later. For now, let's get back to my safe house. I just think it's a bit odd though. We're into the night sky, so why would there be enemies here? Unless a group of skeletons are invading. It's big trouble, so we gotta hurry. Past Rhys the sea, with Adventure forcibly in tow, they came upon a confrontation between the Vengeful Queen Fleet and another fleet that radiated a vibrant light. Is that a Nebula Guardian? I should have known they'd turn up. Attention! Fleet to our bow! I am Lime, captain of the 3rd Nebula Guardian Fleet. Based on the laws of the Federation of Policies, all islands that appear on the 7 seas are deemed as belonging to it. Until the Federation decides on a course of action for these islands, no entity is allowed to privately occupy them. Queen Anne's revenge, the one-sided claim is wholly void and therefore illegal. As such, you are to take all your followers and leave these islands immediately. Surrender them peacefully to the Nebula Guardians, and we will overlook this crime. Heh, tell me, what exactly do your laws have to do with our Islas de Libertad? If the Vengeful Queen Fleet, or any free fleet for that matter, was only to submit to your corrupt and arrogant Federation, then would have been put together in the first place. Do you really think you, alone, can represent the will of the Nebula Guardians and the Federation? And here you are, fighting me with a handful of tatty old ships you brought. You must have a burning death wish. Enough! Lime's anger reached a tipping point and she fired a warning shot. When I hit the water, the situation was a powder keg. A number of ships appeared from the surrounding islands and joined the Vengeful Queen Fleet's ranks. Uh-oh. Her crappy intimidation attempt only made her fleet even bolder. I met that Lime once. I was doing business with our paths crossed. She fought monsters for 20 years to see of death. Has a strong sense of justice and hates evil from the bottom of her heart. Worse yet, she's a short fuse and tends to be rather pushy when dealing with things. Her fleet is going to sustain heavy losses if it turns into a fight. 9. I told you not to let your feelings take control. Laws exist to be followed. I will not meet a bunch of vile outlaws halfway. That may be true of the monsters you fought for many years, but their fleet is not a bunch of monsters. You cannot treat them the same. Allow me to handle this. Well, well. Want to see those big cannons, do you? Let's emphasize then. Artillery waited in the ruins of the mid-island, fired a volley, its impact creating enormous waves in the water. As you say, we do not have the final say in what is to be done with these islands. The purpose of our excursion here is to, as the Nebula Guardians, explore the ruins upon these newfound islands and evaluate what threats may lurk within. They issued a great number of invitations. Would it therefore be possible for us to join your search team as well? You're more reasonable than the last one, I'll give you that. However, my answer is no. May go on to claim you have an invitation, but I have no recollection of ever inviting you. So be a good little invited guest and leave. There's nothing more to be said. San Martino, prepare for battle. Hey, this is Martino sending us a signal. Seems she's unable to stop it on her own. Oh, well, it looks like Sepesta's gonna have to intervene. Let's give him a hand. We're good for nobody if fight really does break out. Thanks to Festus' intervention and explanation, Nebula Guardians backed off from the islands, and the Vengeful Queen fleet didn't pursue them. Later, in the dead of night, Royal Fortune and San Martino met up on a small and inconspicuous island. Phew! Things got real dodgy earlier today. We'll have to think it back there. We chose to go to invade Islas de Libertad with a tiny force. For your information, the coastal battery up there is not just for show, it still works. The main force is still behind the lines. Lime was worried about the ruins, so she left in a hurry. I did tell Dolphin that we'd be making a move. I didn't expect you all to be here as well. Was it jolly good that we were? I think above guess what would happen if we weren't. That is true. Alright, so what was that about Lime? What do you mean she was worried about the ruins? I really heard the rumors about sea monsters when we went to Limestone Island. Yeah, even saw the remains of some of the Portsmouth adventure brought along a few days ago. Had a gander at them. Wrecked Skelebeasts. Yes, the discovery of Islas of Libertad. Skelebeasts suddenly began appearing in Mar del Demonos, a place where they shouldn't live. Moreover, their numbers grow by the day. I believe all of it links back to these ruins. Someone on the island supposed to be controlling the monsters. Use them as a barrier to protect Islas de Libertad. That's probably not the case. Been here for quite a while now. I've seen a single thing that looks connected to these monsters. And their crew even said that the more people come here, the better. Hell, if anything, it's just fuming that they're standing in the way of the islands. Let's see. That theory, that was only a theory. Lieutenant Revenge is plotting something. This much I can say with certainty. She made a big deal out of gathering this many people. It simply does not follow that she did it just to share treasure with others. For this reason, you should all exercise caution. The Federation of Police puts great importance on this place. If things don't go well, it's only a matter of time before an army is sent here. I've heard that the Church of the Goddess has dispatched a fleet to this place as well. I was considering working with them, though she does not fully know where they are. I always stress one thing. Do not lower your guard when there is still much we do not know. I will leave now. I'll contact you again if anything comes up. Oh boy. This just sounds getting a lot more complicated than I hoped. Gosh, I prepared so thoroughly before setting off. Anyway, got it. I'll keep an eye out.